Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment, and it looks like The Batman Part 2 has been delayed until 2024. And yes, this seems to be due to the writer's strike. So let's have a look at this and see exactly what's going on. So, filming on the highly anticipated DC outing The Batman Part 2 has now been delayed till 2024 and will no longer commence this November as originally planned, as revealed in a report by Midgard Times. The Batman sequel instead will not go before cameras until March of next year, with the delay likely being caused by the ongoing writer's strike. A strike that both director and writer Matt Reeves and his fellow writer Madison Tomlin have been directly involved in. The pair were recently seen joining the picket line alongside the rest of the WGA, who are calling for better pay and working conditions. The Batman Part 2 will once again find Tenet star Robert Pattinson under the famous cape and cowl, and much like its predecessor, shooting is set to take place in the United Kingdom. Thankfully, the delay is unlikely to affect the planned release date for the comic book movie follow-up, which is currently scheduled for October 3rd, 2025. Holy hell, is that a long time away? Jesus. That's 3 years. Good God. So directed by Matt Reeves, the 2022 hit The Batman received high marks from critics and sold over 770 million worldwide. Why would you say sold? So would that not be its box office was? Was it even that much? I don't remember it being that much. The movie tells Bruce Wayne's story from a different angle, showing him investigating Gotham's corruption and questioning his family's involvement. Blah blah blah, that goes on about the original. Warner Brothers Discovery has been working on a 10-year plan for the DC universe, which should unify the brand. Yeah, right. And then it just goes on and on about all of that. After jokingly discussing the film status, Reeves offered an accurate update on the progress of the upcoming sequel, and he said, "We're deep in it, and my partner and I are writing. Matterson and I are writing, and it's really exciting, and I'm really excited about what we're doing." Well, big talk there, huh? So it's delayed. What's interesting about it being delayed, if it is down to the writer's strike, if it was meant to start filming in November, would they not have the majority of the script, if not a full script, if they already have a production start? Obviously, you could be writing it not just up to that point, but during filming. But if they have the majority of the script, you would think they would still start filming in November. Like, I'm sure they're expecting the writer's strike to be done. Or do they have so little of the script actually written that it makes no sense for them to start filming in November, because there's just not enough there, and they obviously won't be working on it until the strike is over. It's an interesting one. Maybe even a bit worrying that they wouldn't have that much of a script done at this point. Obviously, you would have scripts and you'd be constantly reworking them. But it's an interesting one. But that release date, holy crap. The 3rd of October 2025. good God, what state will the superhero genre be in by that stage? Like, Marvel's done. Just put a fork in it. It's done. You had your last hurrah with Guardians, and that thing might just about break even. And that's not what Marvel want. You're not making these movies to just break even. You want them to be in the $1 billion club. So it's getting worse for the superhero genre. Black Adam, of course, was a disaster. Shazam 2 was a disaster. Ant-Man and the Wasp was a disaster. God knows what's going to happen with The Flash. And so on and so on. And everything's hinging for DC on who Gunn announces as the new Superman and even Batman and whatnot. But this, by the time this movie comes around, will it be so separated that where it's in its own little corner, its own little pocket, where it's not being added to all this other attached bigger universe, where it's very much a standalone? Could that potentially save it? Well, time will tell. But there you go, folks. The Batman is delayed until March of 2024. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.